My sister disabled the smoke alarms because noise hurt her feelings. When I dragged her out of the fire, she had me arrested for assault. When I begged my parents to finally protect me, my mother whispered, "We just want peace in the house." So I stopped speaking. Last night, she sent me a photo of our old living room, blackened, gutted, captioned, "Do you feel better now?" My grandmother demanded I carry my dead grandfather's baby. She'd saved his frozen sperm for 40 years and said I needed to use it to get pregnant immediately and keep his legacy alive. My grandmother had always been obsessed with my grandfather, who died before I was born. She kept his clothes in their bedroom, set his place at dinner, and talked to his photographs like he was still alive. When I was young, I thought it was sweet how much she loved him. She'd tell me I had his eyes, his hands, his spirit. She said I was more his granddaughter than anyone else's because I carried his essence. I didn't understand why she'd make me sit in his old chair or wear his reading glasses until I turned 18, and she finally revealed her plan. That's when she took me to the basement freezer I'd never been allowed to open. "This freezer is full of dry ice, and your grandfather's legacy," she said. 20 vials of his perfect sperm. She explained that she'd been waiting for the right vessel, someone who shared his bloodline but was young and pure enough to carry his seed properly. "He always wanted more children," she said. "You're going to make that dream come true." When I recoiled in horror, she gripped my shoulders. "Don't you understand? You get to bring him back. Part of him will walk this earth again, and you're the only one who can do it. Your eggs plus his sperm equals resurrection." She said already scheduled appointments at a fertility clinic that didn't ask questions. The first insemination was next week. I ran straight to my parents, but they already knew. "It's what he would have wanted," my mother said, not meeting my eyes. I packed a bag that night, but my grandmother had disabled my car and hidden the keys. When I tried walking to the bus station, my father followed in his truck and brought me home. "Where would you even go?" he asked. "She'll find you anywhere." I called the police, but what could I say that didn't sound insane? The operator suggested family counseling. I tried destroying the freezer, but my grandmother had moved the vials to multiple locations. She showed me photos of mini fridges in her friends' houses, safety deposit boxes at different banks. 20 years of planning, she said. "You think I'd keep them all in one place?" The fertility clinic she'd chosen operated out of a strip mall. I went there alone, planning to tell them everything, but the doctor was her old friend from nursing school. "Your grandmother explained your nervousness," he said, patting my hand. "It's natural to be scared about pregnancy, but family is everything." I realized she'd built an entire network to trap me. 3 days before the appointment, I faked appendicitis to get to the hospital, but she came with me. When I tried to tell the nurses, she explained I had anxiety about trying for a baby, and they nodded sympathetically. Every escape route led back to her. She'd made me invisible to anyone who might help. The night before the clinic appointment, I barricaded my door with furniture. She pounded on it, screaming that I was keeping my grandfather waiting. I could hear her dragging something heavy down the hallway. She'd brought her portable freezer to my door, sobbing about how the samples might thaw if I didn't come out immediately. 40 years I've kept him alive in there," she wailed. 40 years of paying for storage, checking temperatures, protecting his future. "You think you can destroy that with a locked door?" The pounding stopped. Then I heard drilling. She was removing my door from its hinges while crooning my grandfather's favorite song. I went to my window, but she'd nailed boards across the outside while I slept. The room had become a cage. My phone was dead, the charger mysteriously missing. She'd planned this for years, and I'd walked right into it. The door fell inward with a crash. She stood in my doorway holding a turkey baster and a cooler, her nightgown splattered with something. "If you won't go to the clinic," she said calmly, "we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Your grandfather didn't believe in modern medicine anyway." Behind her, my